Hey guys, what's up? This is Apni team here and we'll be discussing today about basics of machine learning and its prerequisites. Now at the very first, what the heck is this machine learning? So the machine learning is about teaching computers how to learn from data to make decisions or predictions. For true machine learning, the computer must be able to learn to identify patterns without being explicitly programmed to. For example, your email provider kindly places that sketchy email from the Nigerian prince worth $50,000 to deposit into an overseas bank account into the spam folder on its own. Now, what is the basic difference between machine learning and traditional programming then? The traditional programming, we feed in data as the input along with the program as logic, run it on machine and get output. But in machine learning, we feed in data as input plus output to run it on the machine during training and the machine creates its own program or logic which can be evaluated while testing. Now, we know what is machine learning, but why we need to learn about it? So, do you want to dominate the whole world by your robots? Or want to destroy the corona in just a second? Or want to date or marry your crush? Well, sorry to be a party popper, but you probably won't be able to do that with machine learning yet. But there are still awesome reasons to learn machine learning. Here are a few: web search engine, photo tagging application, spam detector, database mining for growth of automation, applications that cannot be programmed, understanding human learning, etc. We are not going into deep of any one of these. Okay, so what does exactly learning means for a computer? A computer is said to be learning from experiences with respect to some class of task. If its performance in a given task improves with the experience. A computer program is said to learn from experience E with respect to some class of task T and performance measure P. If its performance at task in T as measured by P improves with experience E, for example, playing checkers. E will be the experience of playing many games of checkers, T will be the task of playing checkers, and P will be the probability that the program will win the next game. Now moving on to the next topic, that is types of machine learning problems. There are various ways to classify machine learning problems on the basis of nature of learning signal or feedback available to a learning system. Supervised learning, when an algorithm learns from example data and associated target responses that can consist of numeric values or string labels such as classes or tags in order to later predict the correct response when posed with new examples, comes under the category of supervised learning. Now the second one is unsupervised learning, whereas when an algorithm learns from plain examples without any associated response, leaving to the algorithm to determine the data patterns on its own, this type of algorithm tends to restructure the data into something else, such as new features that may represent a class or a new series of uncorrelated values. You can see the pictorial representation of supervised and unsupervised learning on the screen. Now moving on to the third, that is reinforcement learning. A computer program interacts with the dynamic environment in which it must perform a certain goal, such as driving a vehicle or playing a game against an opponent, etc. The program is provided feedback in terms of rewards and punishments as it navigates its problem space. A pictorial representation of this too has been shown on the screen. Now the last one on this basis is semi-supervised learning. Problems where you have a large amount of input data and only some of the data is being labeled are called semi-supervised learning problems. For example, a photo archive where only some of the images are being labeled, for example, dog, cat or person, and the majority are being unlabeled. So now we are moving on to the next basis, that is on the basis of output desired from a machine learned system. The first one is being classification, next is being regression, third is being clustering, fourth is being density estimation, fifth is being dimensionality reduction. I'm not going into the depth of any one of these, just have an idea by the pictorial representations shown on the screen. Okay, so here we are on the prerequisites for the machine learning. What are the prerequisites? Machine learning courses does not pre-assume or require any prior knowledge in machine learning. However, to understand the concepts presented and complete the exercises, we recommend that everyone should meet the following prerequisites. You must be comfortable with variables, linear equations, graph of functions, histograms, and statistical means. You should be a good programmer. Ideally, you should have some experience programming in Python because the programming exercises are in Python However, experienced programmers without Python experience can usually complete the programming exercises anyway. A pictorial representation of these two have also been presented on the screen. Machine learning is a broad and a rich field. There are applications for almost any industry. It's easy to get frustrated by all there is to learn. Plus, it's also easy to get lost in the weeds of individual models and also lose sight of the big picture. Therefore, we have broken the essentials into following 9 topics. These are the building block topics that collectively represent the simple value. Proposition of machine learning, taking data and transforming into something useful. The first one is the big picture, essential ML theory such as the bias, variance, trade-off and all. Second one is optimization, algorithms for finding the best parameters for a model. Third one is data pre-processing, dealing with missing data, skewed distributions, outliers, etc. Next one is sampling and splitting, how to split your data sets to tune parameters and avoid overfitting. And next one is supervised learning, learning from labeled data using classification and regression models. The next is unsupervised learning, learning from unlabeled data using factor and cluster analysis models. Next is being model evaluation, making decisions based on various performance metrics. And the second last is ensemble learning, combining multiple models for better performance. And the last is being business applications, how machine learning can help different types of businesses. All this was the basics of machine learning and the prerequisites.